Well, tonight we're at the end of a rainbow that didn't even need any sort of water in the air to create. It was just something that I had dreamed about, and I never really honestly thought, with all the legwork we all had to do to get to this point, whether we'd ever arrive here. This film has begun and sadly concluded about 16 times. It's had a very bumpy ride to get to this point. But once Daniel decided to throw in with us and take a big chance to play the 16th President of the United States, everything came together beautifully and effortlessly. But up until that moment, this was a rocky road.
It's a very strange moment, this particular moment right now, because it's the handing over. This is the official handing over, after which we'll really be bystanders in a certain kind of a way. And up until this time, we feel a sense of ownership, I suppose, and enjoy that sense of ownership and the idea that one has shared a secret and powerful thing for a long period of time. And it's important to give it over. That's what it's for. But there's a certain sadness in that as well. It's hard to really single out a quality and somehow diminishes him to try to do that. But in a way, just to take Doris Kearns Goodwin's book, Team of Rivals, which was a starting place for all of us, just that one premise upon which she wove that beautiful story, the idea that a man can set aside his ego to the extent that he can surround himself with people that essentially resent every single thing about him for the good of a country, and have the insight and the foresight to be able to do that. That's an astonishing human quality. I don't have it, but it's not bad to work towards that.
I hope they understand that the weight of the decisions that he had to make, with so much blood directly transferred onto his hands based on a decision that he needed to make, and a life at home with 2 kids, one grown, one very much in need of a father and a mother, which he didn't have, and a wife who was always on the edge of herself, but also very supportive and encouraging. To be able to see that the people that earn these incredible responsibilities as president are human beings. They're not statues. We're trying to get Lincoln off his marble pedestal and into a kind of reality that we can all relate to, which was his own reality and people in the 19th century's reality. We just tend to, when people become as famous as Abraham Lincoln, they become TV commercials, they become parodies, they become skits on Saturday Night Live, they become, cars and music groups like Lincoln Park, and then the Lincoln Tunnel. And you suddenly have to go back in history and remind yourself that all of this happened because of what one man did and how we benefit even today from what he did.
It only just succeeded, and that's, just like our recent election, you look, in years to come, people look at it and say, well, that was a conclusive moment. It just happened, it was meant to happen, and it happened, and everyone was happy. But when you're living through those moments, you realize you're on a knife edge. You can go either way, and it was true of the 13th Amendment. It could have gone either way.